Sorry, I was lost in thought.
Was there something you wanted?
Oh no!
What? Where am I? My head. Oh, it's you! I mean, what? No, I've never seen you before. I have no idea who you are. It's not like I've been stalking you or anything.
Huh?
Wait! Don't leave! I'm injured! Yes, injured. You have to take me with you, otherwise I might die and you wouldn't want that on your conscience. Yeah, well, that's because... Okay, fine. If you take me with you, I will make it worth your while. You won't find anyone tougher than me in Skyrim, not to mention as good looking. Well, we will see about that. I could have you wrapped around my little finger in minutes. Either that or I could have your head as a trophy. Anyway, thanks. I'll do what I can to help. But don't push your luck. I don't. I thought I would help you out. Well, I was hoping you would kind of keep me company. Look, I know it sounds weird, but it's no fun on my own. You can tell me to leave if you want, but surely you can at least give me a chance? Am I not allowed out on my own now? I had a little too much to drink. So what? I guess I must have passed out. I hope I didn't cause too much trouble. Actually, I'm not really that bothered. Of course I'm alright. Don't start fuzzing over me. I'm more than capable of handling myself. What? I have no idea. My memory's a little fuzzy. If you happen to have any, I would appreciate it. Oh, and stop staring at my body. It's like you've never seen a semi-naked woman before. I don't know. I'll just go wherever you are going. I will repay your kindness by fighting alongside you. Surely that's an offer you can't refuse. I rather enjoy the... Oh, I haven't introduced myself, have I? My name is Sofia, but you probably already knew that. I'm quite well known in Skyrim, although sometimes I'm not sure if it's for the right reasons. I kind of see myself as an adventurer, although it's no fun without anyone to witness my heroic deeds, such as... Well, I'm sure there's probably something. I like to get drunk, kill stuff, and be a nuisance. So, what about you? Well, then it must be a lucky day, as I know Skyrim like the back of my hand. Of course, I have many other talents, so be sure to let me know if you need me.
What's on your mind?
So you're Thano, huh? Well, don't think some fancy title is going to make me your servant. Although I must admit I'm happy for you. Perhaps I could take advantage of you sometime. I mean, if we got into trouble, I could use your status to my advantage.
I've got your back.
What's the deal with that house call the Jarl just gave you? She doesn't look much to me. I could outmatch her in terms of combat, looks, and just about anything, really. I don't know what you could possibly see in her.
What can I get for you?
I'm not sure I like the sound of the 7,000 steps. Surely that must absolutely kill your legs? I also better check I'm wearing underwear. 'Cause I've heard that it can get a little chilly around the southern parts, if you know what I mean. I don't need your help to do that before you ask.
Many battles have been fought here over the centuries. Yes, my thane?
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
A man's gotta earn his own keep.
Sure bones. Handsome man in Falkreath.
The Stormcloaks think they fight for a god, but like all wars, they fight for a man.
Excuse me, sir. I don't normally do this, but, have you got a moment to talk?
Look alive, will ya?
Excuse me, sir. I don't normally do this, but, have you got a moment to talk?
A song, bud, a song.
Flirt? No, that wasn't my intention. Not at all. I just meant I have a proposition for you.
The braggart did swagger and brandish.
No, not that kind of proposition. I meant I'd like to do business with you. Not like that. Can we start again?
Matilda, who said,
Oh, thank the divines. Right, let's have another go.
I think it's high time that you lie down and...
My name is Lucien Flavius.
And so there
I'm a scientist, philosopher, amateur wizard, and something of a musician, though I suppose that's more of a hobby. I couldn't help noticing that you seem... How can I put this? Well acquainted with the less savoury side of Skyrim?
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, I do. I'm here in Skyrim on an expedition, academic mainly. I find the province simply fascinating. The flora, the fauna, the ruins, both Dwemer and Nordic, the architecture, the politics. Trouble is, I'm really not much of a fighter. I know a few spells and can just about swing a sword, but beyond that, I'm pretty useless in combat. Skyrim's no place for a milk drinker like me. Not on my own, anyway. So, I'm looking for someone to travel with. Ah, but I'd have you to protect me. And I imagine I might pick up a thing or two from you before long. Come on, what do you say? I suppose what I'm asking is, would you awfully mind if I tag along? I will of course compensate you most handsomely for putting up with me. Oh, shall we say 300 septims up front? After that, I'll top you up every time we come across something useful to my research. At your discretion, of course. No obligations, save that you take me with you, and assist in keeping me alive wherever possible. Oh, splendid. Here's your gold. This is going to be quite the adventure. It's a pleasure to meet you. Lead on.
You want a drink? Sure bones. Handsome man in Falkreath.
I need to work right now. Sorry.
Pardon me, my lord. Would you care to hear me play my lute? If you fancy a bit of music, let me know. Of course. A pleasant journey, my lord.
Yes, my thane?
Your sins are many and grave, stranger. Fortunate for you, the divines are willing to offer you redemption, if you will offer them contribution.
Everything all right? Ah, you're convinced that that's what you are, then? I'd keep an open mind if I were you. It's a mysterious old world, after all. I imagine we'll know more definitely soon enough. Anyway, you asked me what I know. I'm more familiar with the Cyrodiilic legends than the Nordic ones, but I'll tell you what I've read. Though some scholars on Solstheim dispute it, the first definite use of the term Dragonborn is attributed to Saint Alessia back in the First Era. The story goes that on her deathbed, Alessia made a pact with Akatosh, who infused her with his divine blood and granted her the Amulet of Kings. Akatosh then sealed off the Plains of Oblivion, banishing the Aedra and Daedra from the surface of Nirn forevermore. Or at least, for as long as one of Alessia's descendants sat on the throne of Cyrodiil and wore the amulet. From then on, Alessia's descendants were known as Dragonborn. Of course, that line ended with the death of Martin Septim during the Oblivion Crisis. But he turned into a giant dragon and kicked Mehrunes Dagon back into the Deadlands, which seems to have confused things. Anyway, skip ahead a couple of hundred years and here you are, supposedly with that same dragon blood in your veins. The somewhat primitive Nordic myths claim that lets you absorb the soul of a dragon, which we've both seen you do, and channel it into a shout. But as far as I'm aware, no one ever saw any of the Dragonborn Emperors do that. Maybe you're related to them. Maybe the gods just like you. In any case, as I said, I have a feeling we'll find out more soon enough. I'll be right behind you.
Yes, I'm listening. Of course. That's what I like about you. You actually care how I feel and take the time to ask me. Which song? Sure, why not? The hero has a warrior's heart. I tell you the Dragonborn comes.
You lead, I'll
With a
follow.
voice wielding power and some ancient order. Believe the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil and everyone knows. Everywhere the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed and the flowers yet grow. You'll know the Dragonborn comes. Dovahkiin, everybody let's sing. I don't know all the words, so I'm making them up. Da 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 na 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 na. Dovahkiin, na 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 na.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar. I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means. I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way. They're not the sort to take visitors. But I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk who make the trip leave them food or other essentials, but not to make conversation. Aye.
lucky I have something so I can send people thanks to your corpse.
Enemy defeated. Go us.
Come from.
Sorry for you thinking you could actually take me on. Victory. I'm all ears. Uh-oh. I hope that wasn't valuable. You should have seen your face. Time to move, I guess.
Sorry.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar. Need something? Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind. Walking the steps, meditating on the emblems. I make this trip every few years. I was just outside Ivarstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries. All right then. Yes?
Sorry.
Well, this is fun. You and me just walking around doing stuff to each other. I mean, with each other, but not like that. Like bonding. Not that kind, though.
High Hrothgar. Finally. Do I still have legs? I only ask because I can't feel them anymore.
Well, we made it here alive at least. This place is huge. I would hate to have been the ones who built it on the highest mountain in Skyrim of all places. Let me guess. I'll be here. Unless I find someone better to stalk.
I'm right behind you. Yes, my Thane? I will remain on guard here.
Greetings. So long as you come back for me.
Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. We will see if you truly have the gift. Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice. Do not be afraid. Your shout will not harm us. Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here? We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you. You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say. We are the Greybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, the slopes of Kinnarith's sacred mountain. Here we commune with the voice of the sky and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves. We are honored to welcome a Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. We will do our best to teach you how to use your gift in fulfillment of your destiny. That is for you to discover. We can show you the way, but not your destination. You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro. Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Rome. Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori. See how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wuld, which means whirlwind. Wuld. You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum. demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn. MasterBoard. X! Ult! Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes. Your quick mastery of a new Thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself... You were given this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengraf. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return. Five. Our leader, Parthenax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him. As I said, you will know you are ready when your voice can open the path to him. We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice. The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance. That is commendable. But remember, the dragon blood is itself a gift of Akatosh. Do not try to deny that gift. Your destiny requires you to use your voice. Why else would Akatosh have bestowed this power upon you? If you remember to use your voice in service to the purpose of Akatosh, you will remain true to the way. We study the way of the voice according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice. Their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill you. The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. and the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance. He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born. Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready. Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort. No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear. Good. Then you will be ready for whatever lies ahead. No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear. Breath and focus.